Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the council meeting today, July the 12th. And be it resolved that the agenda for the regular council meeting of July the 12th, 2022 be adopted. Mover?
Henry Siemens.
Seconder?
Marvin Platt.
Any additions? Hearing none. All in favor? That is carried. So to begin this council meeting, as we have done in the past, I will again read the Indigenous Land Acknowledgement. As the City of Winkler, we acknowledge that we are situated on Treaty 1 land and the home of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties that have been made to these territories. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past. We dedicate ourselves to a future based on respect of all people, including the Indigenous communities, in a spirit of reconciliation, collaboration, moving forward to a harmonious, prosperous future together. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular council meeting of June the 28th, 2022 be adopted. Mover?
Don.
Seconder.
Karina.
Any changes from those minutes, errors? Hearing none. All in favor? And that is carried. We have no correspondence. We'll go right through to finance. And going to the accounts receivable, be it resolved that the accounts payable in the amount of $1,049,155.12 as approved by the Finance Committee be approved for payment. Mover?
Henry Siemens.
Seconder.
Andrew.
And following that, we have a check register. Are there any questions regarding the check register?
What's the city of Brandon for 220?
911.
And
Right,
dispatch, yeah.
So I kind of figured it was.
I was impressed. They still base it on the previous census, so it's not even on the current census.
No, got a deal.
So far. All right, all in favor? And that is carried. Moving on to the fire department report, be it resolved that the Winkler Fire Department report for June 22 be received for information. Mover?
Michael.
Seconder?
Don?
Any comments regarding that report? I see we're keeping our stride as far as being active, so.
It's nice to see the training opportunities back and those
Yep.
exercises.
Absolutely.
I look forward to the day when they can go back into the school system and have somewhat normal education in the community and involvement in the community.
A high number of false alarms last month too.
Right. All right, all in favor? And that is carried. Be it resolved that the Winkler, City of Winkler Water and Sewer Report to June 22 be received for information. Mover?
Andrew.
Seconder?
Marvin.
Any questions regarding that report? I did notice one thing that seemed to have leveled out a little bit, and that is the amount of sewage pumped compared to the water usage. It seems to be a little bit more in line than it was when we had 3 and 4 inches of rain at a time.
How's our aquifer doing as far as?
It's doing well. It's doing well. They finally posted the results for in the spring. There, one of their batteries died on the well meters. So there's a piece in history that doesn't have any results, but it's recharging well now, and we're above the 50 percentile. So
Good.
it's good.
All right, any other questions? All in favor? And that is carried. Be it resolved that the Boundary Trails Health Center Foundation minutes for May the 30th, 2022 meeting be received for information. Mover?
Marvin.
Seconder?
Karina.
Any comments, questions regarding Boundary Trails Foundation minutes?
Obviously, the amount of fundraising that's expected of them must be significant. The fact that they're retaining professionals to help them put that together, I think is really, really good. From our end, it would be really nice to know what the municipal expectation is.
And I had a meeting with our rep this past week, and I assured him that we wanted to know what direction they were taking, because it had serious implications as far as the municipalities.
Absolutely.
As municipalities in general, we wanted that, rather than them coming with a bill and saying, this is what you have to raise. They should rather have that conversation with the municipalities to find out what the capacity may be. And I told them in regards to our Winkler clinic and the situation that we're in there. So he's fully aware of it, and he said he would. We discussed appointments from the city and had 3 different names on the list. One of them replied back to me and said she was going to think about it. The other one I haven't heard from. He was going to follow up with that one, and the other one actually volunteered that he would be, but right now we probably will have a selection of several that we might be able to appoint somebody.
That's good.
Would this be an item for the Reeves and Mayors, Pembina Valley, to have this
The
organization
presentation
come
at-
and
Well, yeah.
for
at
presentation
something.
too, so you all get the same presentation?
The only problem is our district that we tap on the shoulders is not the entire PV RAM. Like, just the ones that pertaining to boundary trails. I don't think that everybody in there would be asked to participate, but
Wouldn't the, let's see, Armor Rhineland?
well, Rhineland, Roland,
Right,
yeah.
what was it? Rhineland, Roland, Stanley, Dufferin. I don't even know. Was Dufferin in there?
Thompson would likely be in there.
Thompson was in.
Yeah, but it would be an area where all these municipalities,
They
most of the
benefit from.
residents
Yeah.
go to,
Yep.
that's there. So,
So maybe that would be a suggestion for them. We could host something like that, but that when whoever they're getting to do their marketing for them, that they look at a broader scope.
Yeah.
I think that would be good, yeah. And then,
Okay?
And maybe
Yeah.
even before the terms of reference are fully established for, what is it, Parka, I think is their group, to be able to
Right.
ask for that meeting in advance of that might
Right.
be a really good idea. So that
'Cause it
they're
might
not
be-
too far down a road
Right, yeah.
before we have that conversation.
Because it might be, it would be easy to put a very substantial amount on a municipality.
Exactly.
And then when you find out the municipalities are not able to do that amount, then you have to go back to square one, so it would be
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
Well, originally, I think for the previous one, there was 10 million raised locally through businesses and/or municipalities combined. And there was a number thrown out earlier that said 15 million, and the conversation that I had with him was the province would be very quick to say it's going to be 15 million because of cost overruns or whatever, or maybe even 20 million, and suggested that maybe based on our previous experience with their wastewater, that we as a community wouldn't look too friendly on that type of
Exactly.
responsibility. So he's fully aware of it. I reminded him that he was representing the city of Winkler. He was not there just to provide information to the city of Winkler. So
Right.
he needed to carry our voice. So
Yeah.
I think it was, he appreciated it.
Yeah, good.
And,
Thank you for that.
Thank you, yeah.
so hopefully we can see where that thing goes. Anyway, all in favor of accepting that report? Thank you. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2286-22 be given first reading. Mover,
Henry Siemens?
seconder,
Don?
and this bylaw is there for the purpose of reviewing over the next several weeks and to bring it together for a public hearing. And so right now, that's all we're doing is putting it on the table. So I will just ask all in favor, and that is carried.
Can I abstain
Did we have?
based
did
on
we
a
have
perceived
the
conflict of interest?
Mover and seconder there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Henry,
Henry and me.
Siemens.
Henry,
Got it.
yep.
What?
We're
Chris?
just tabling it, so I don't think it's necessary to declare any interest. unless you feel different, Jody, but
It has to be up to,
I don't see any.
has to be up to the
conflict.
member, so.
And I would say it would be up to you, Andrew, in terms of where you'd want to be. This does
don't-
absolutely nothing except put it on the
On the
floor so
table,
that we
yeah.
can advertise and plan for the hearing. So at this point in time, there is no direction being determined out
Okay.
of this.
Then I am good.
Okay, thanks,
In
Andrew,
favor.
thanks for the question. Okay, this one will go just immediately down to the last item. Be it resolved, this regular meeting of council be adjourned.
Can you do
I'll
minutes?
Explore more than
Oh,
Winkler.
sorry, I'm sorry, forgot your minutes.
That's okay.
Okay, we will not.
We
quite
did
there.
it, we did it already, it's
Be it
fine.
resolved that Explorer Morgan Winkler AGM minutes for July 5th, 2022 be received for information.
Karina.
Seconder.
Henry?
Henry.
Dun, 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 dun.
Henry. And before we let you off the hook, I just want to say thank you, Karina, for all the effort that you've put into it.
Mm.
Much appreciated. I can tell you from attending this AGM that your voice will be missed. And we all know that as a city rep, we can appoint her if that opportunity comes along, so.
You can
For
try.
future,
This
for
is the
future
20
council, just make sure you don't
That's
forget
wrong.
that. All in favor? Thanks again, Karina.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go to be it resolved, this regular meeting of council be adjourned. Mover
Andrew.
and Andrew, all in favor? Carried, meeting adjourned.